Namaste. Welcome, everyone. My name is Kristyn Rose, and thank you so much for choosing to be here. In today's short and sweet practice, I'm really honored to hold space for you here to guide you through a Pratapana experience or a gentle warm-up to instill a sense of grounding and connectedness. And now, if you were joining me during this timing within the full moon phase Purnima of the lunation cycle, this is a really beautiful opportunity to honor practices like these that help to bring you back down to the earth, back home into the physical body, and to help you feel grounded and centered when oftentimes during this time things feel illuminated or heightened or full of energy or potency. And so whether you're joining me during this time of the full moon or not, please know that this practice is designed to help you feel grounded and at home on the earth and in your body. Pratapana might be considered as building of the sacred fire, but in a restorative practice, these gentle, mindful movements are really designed and sequenced to help you dive more deeply into a restorative posture, to help facilitate a deeper state of relaxation within the physical body, the nervous system, and the mind. So today I'll invite you to reach for any props or supportive items that you might need for your practice. I have a yoga mat. You might enjoy placing a blanket or an extra mat on top to support the back of the body, as this will be a supine Pratapana exploration. As well, reaching for a pillow, maybe a block or an eye covering. Anytime that we are in a supine position on the back of the body is a wonderful opportunity to bring in an eye pillow or covering. As well, please note that you are joining me from Popoyo in Nicaragua, and there are the sounds of the jungle all around me, so you might hear birds or cicadas. And just with that knowing, you might feel called to put on your favorite restorative yoga playlist in the background, or simply just absorb and enjoy this authentic experience from Nicaragua. When you are ready, let's take our time to gently, mindfully come down onto the back of the body. You might take your hands to your hamstrings to support you on the way down here. There's no rush. And from there, just take a moment to extend the legs out nice and long. We'll arrive in Savasana or corpse pose just to begin here. Perhaps relaxing the arms down along by your sides. And just take a moment here to notice what you might do to become just a little bit more comfortable. So having the legs extended doesn't feel supportive for the low back. You might instead wish to take the knees bent, feet to the earth, and then heel toe the feet wide, knock the knees together, finding a pose of constructive rest. Just tuning into what feels natural here. Grounding down into the energies of the earth, or into the energy of the physical body. Closing down through the eyes and just allowing the whole body to become heavy here. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly and upper chest. Long, relaxed exhale through the mouth. Letting it all go. Again, breathing in. And release. Whole body melting back and down. Let's do one more. Beautiful breath. And just begin to invite your awareness away from the thinking mind. Relaxing into the thinking mind. And start to let yourself drift into the experience of just sensing and feeling. Feeling the earth beneath the back of your body. Noticing all of the contact points where you meet the earth. And all of these places where you feel held and grounded and supported. And above you, welcoming in the atmosphere of air all around you. You might imagine or even tune into a sense of the potency in the air, the light and the energy of the full moon. And just sensing the gentle touch of air against the skin. The whole body heavy and resting now. In this way, allowing yourself to fully arrive here and into this moment. Compassionately witnessing how you are being. Knowing that all of you is welcome here. Now, when you are ready, bring awareness down to the tips of the fingers and the toes, and just begin to gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. You might nod the head from side to side, massaging the back of the skull. Letting out any moans or groans. If your knees are bent, take a moment to extend the legs long. And on the next inhale, gently sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, allow the arms to become heavy. You can micro bend the elbows as much as you need to here. Opening up the chest and shoulders. And begin to interlace the fingers. Flip the palms as you press the palms away from you now. Inhale, take a nice big long stretch. Press the palms away and point the toes. Elongate the side hemispheres of the body here. Big long stretch. And again, exhale, release, soften the elbows, whole body becomes heavy. Breathing here. And last breath, interlace the fingers, press the palms away. Inhale, big long stretch. This time flex the feet, lengthen from heels to palms. Exhale through the mouth. Whole body becomes heavy. Welcoming the weight of gravity here. And from here, just begin to bring a lot of space in between the ankles and the wrists. So we're coming into this beautiful open starfish shape. And just resting for a few breaths, resting into the awareness of the physical body, the weight, the volume, the density of the body here. And resting into a sense of groundedness, connection. Whole body resting. And slowly start to relax the arms down by your sides. Bring the ankles together, bend the knees one by one, bring the feet to the earth. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, fingertips to the sky, palms face one another. As you exhale, cross right arm underneath left as if you're giving yourself a nice big hug. The tips of your fingers might even reach gently for the shoulder blades. Embracing the self here. Then inhale, sweep the arms open wide, palms to the sky, palms to the full moon, open the chest. Good. Exhale, fingertips up towards the sky, reaching up, lengthen from shoulders to fingertips. Inhale as you reach upwards to lengthen. Exhale this time, left arm under right, give yourself a hug, reach for the shoulder blades. Embrace the self. Good. Inhale, open the arms up wide. Exhale, fingertips to the sky. This time one fluid motion. Right arm underneath left. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, open the arms, open the heart. Exhale, reach up, left arm underneath right as you give yourself a hug. Good. Inhale, open the arms up nice and wide. Exhale, fingertips to the sky. This time let your palms come together. Hands down to the heart and let the tips of the thumbs touch the sternum, the physical region of the heart space. Being here for a moment in the presence of your own heart. Being present in the body, connecting to the body, to the earth. Flutter the eyes open or maintain a soft gaze. Again, inhale, open the arms up nice and wide. Exhale, fingertips reach up to the sky. This time bend the elbows so forearms come parallel to the earth. Take hands to find opposite elbows and begin to heel toe the feet as wide as your mat. Inhale at center. Exhale, let the knees fall to the right and track the elbows across the body towards the left. See if you're draping the right arm across the upper chest. Bring the gaze over to the left. And then gently begin to follow the breath. So the inhale, sweep the knees and elbows back up through center. Exhale, knees to the left. Draw the elbows over to the right. So now you're draping the left arm across the upper chest. With your own breath now, inhale, come through center. Exhale into a gentle supine twist. Inhale brings you up towards the sky. Exhale, surrender to the earth. Finding balance in this way, moving with breath, your own natural rhythm. Knowing that you can always pause when you need to. Linger for a couple of breaths when and where you need to. But remember, this is simply a Pratapana exploration, finding a gentle, mindful exploration of the physical body, the spinal column, before sinking into the stillness that abides in a restorative asana practice. We'll just take one more breath on each side here. Bringing the gaze from left to right. Welcoming the cervical spine, upper back and neck into the twist. Beautiful. When you feel complete, find your way back up to center. From there, hug the knees up and into the chest. Take your hands to find the knees coming into little boat pose. And then from there, extend both arms and both legs, now high up and into the sky, coming into a resting bug. A mindful inversion, and just take a moment here to rotate the ankles, the wrist, letting go of any of those cracks and crunches, stagnant energy. Might feel good to wiggle the fingers and the toes, or even shake the feet or the hands, the legs. One more breath here, grounding into the back of the body. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Take your hands to find the knees. And then from here, just begin to rock or sway the knees gently side to side. Massaging out the low back sacral area. Again, you might close the eyes or simply just soften your gaze to maintain that sense of internal awareness. Noticing where you feel sensation. As you massage out right, left side, the sacrum. And then begin to trace the knees in the shape of a circle. So moving together in harmony, tracing the shape of the full moon on the ceiling. Just moving in one direction. And finding meditation and movement, you might inhale as you let the knees fall away from the upper chest, and exhale as you hug the knees in nice and close. Little circles or big circles. Be intuitive, be curious. And then organically, when you're ready, start to move in the opposite direction. Inhale as you create space here for the breath. Knees fall away from the upper chest. Exhale, hug the knees in close. Allow the breath to guide your movements here. And slowly allow the circles to become smaller and smaller. So you welcome the knees back to center. From here, take the knees wide apart into external rotation. We'll just pause for a couple of breaths here. Allowing the tip of your tail to drop down towards the earth, opening up the hips, grounding into the back of the body. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, start to draw the knees up towards the armpits. And then spiral them around and back together again. So we'll move with breath here. Inhale, open the hips. Exhale, spiraling the knees around and back together. So now exploring individual range of motion in the hip joints. So the knees tracing the shape of the moon on either side of the body now. Noticing where you feel sensation, where movements feel easeful and effortless, and maybe where they feel a little bit more sticky or rigid. Just being kind to yourself here. And when you're ready again, start to explore the opposite direction. And slowly, slowly bring the knees back through center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let the feet come down to the earth. Bring the feet hip width and relax the arms down by your sides, palms face the earth. Lift the chest, gently tuck the shoulder blades under. And drop the shoulders down and away from the ears here. Stack knees over ankles, and we'll move through a very gentle, dynamic bridge pose. Spread all 10 toes nice and wide. Ground into the four corners of the feet. Take a deep breath in as you press into the feet. Lift the pelvis and the hips up. Keep the head neutral. Protect the neck. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra, lower and roll the spine all the way back down. A couple of times. Inhale, ground into the feet and the upper back. Open up the front of the hip flexors. Exhale, slowly, slowly roll the spine all the way back down. Movement with breath. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly lower down to your own rhythm. One more breath here. Gently sweep the knees back up and into the chest. Interlace your fingers to hug the right knee or shin in. And very gently let the left foot fall back down to the earth. Right knee, right upper thigh towards the chest, or even out towards the right side ribs if that feels more supportive and spacious. We'll just take a couple of deep belly breaths here. If it calls to you, you might extend the left leg nice and long, ground into the left heel. Finding a nice long spine here, even though we are reclined. You might weave in some rotations in the right ankle. Breathing into that gentle massage for low belly against right thigh. And if the left leg is extended, very gently bend the left knee. Left knee comes up to meet right, and we'll come to the other side, so interlace your fingers to hug the left knee or shin into the chest. Lower the right foot down. Option again, extend the right leg nice and long. So you find flexion in the left hip, extension in front of the right hip. Deep belly breaths. As I mentioned before, perhaps rotating the left ankle if that feels good. Maybe drawing left knee over towards left side ribs. And if the right leg is extended, mindfully bend into the right knee. Right knee comes up to meet left. Returning home to little boat pose. And let the feet fall down to the earth. Once again, begin to heel toe your feet wide as your mat. Let the knees knock together and bring the palms to rest on the low belly. You might let the tips of your index fingers and your thumbs come to touch, creating this little downward facing triangular shape or diamond shape. With the hands hugging in the root and sacral chakras. Just take a few deep grounding belly breaths here. Breathing down into the region of the low back and up into the mid back, the upper back. And then when you're ready, inhale, sweep the left arm up and overhead. Heel to the feet towards one another, and then take your time to roll over onto left side body. Bend the left elbow, create a little pillow for the head, and we'll just pause here for a moment. And notice how you feel, how you are being. And then when you feel ready, you can gently press yourself all the way up to seated. And I'd like to extend love and gratitude to all of you for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me in this mini exploration of Pratapana from a supine position on the back of the body. Please know that this practice can be used on its own, perhaps before bed or any time you're looking for a deeper sense of groundedness. But it is also a beautiful opportunity to weave in practices like these into a restorative asana practice, perhaps before any sort of supine restorative asana or posture. If you enjoyed this practice, you might leave a like and a comment, and I'd be so honored if you subscribed to my channel so you can continue to join me as I offer and hold space for these self-care practices. If you are one of our students in the Moon to Moon Restorative Yoga Teacher trainings, please let me know that you are here by leaving a comment down below. And if you are interested in an online restorative training that ties in the wisdom of the lunation cycles, I will also leave some more information in the description below. I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day, happy full moon rising, and happy resting. Namaste.